and earns just a hop, skip, and a jump from an ashtray, and certainly unfit to house our dearly beloved. $50? Mama scoffs. Come on, honey, how about 20? What do you think firm means? 25. 50, firm. 30. Dottie, please. 31. Mama. She holds tight to her purse handle, the way a child does with a blankie or a grown man does with a Skoal can. Poor thing. Took me almost 4 hours with traffic to get home from Nashville. Come to find her haggling over the price of a faux marble sandbox like it's Redneck Antiques Roadshow. Can't you see we's grieving? She says. Everybody who comes to the half-off Passaway Depot is grieving. I can't be making exceptions just 'cause Earl fished my hand out of a garbage disposal that one time. He could have left you. I'm sorry, Mrs. Spoon. Mama's lip starts to quiver faster than a hand trapped in a garbage disposal. The town's taking care of just about everything. The flowers, the music, even the obituary. All we have to do is get Daddy to the church before the Elvis impersonator arrives. What with Mama indisposed, I guess this leg of the journey depends on me. Fine, just the baggie then. What? The Ziploc, please. I'm afraid I don't understand. Can we get him to go? Mama sits quietly in the front seat of my Jeep, the bag of Daddy on her lap. I remind her to put on her seatbelt and think, damn, a little snow would be more than welcome at this point. The heat's making everything feel too summery, too cheerful, like we might be on our way to a Kenny Chesney concert. Instead, the nativity scenes sweat and swell. Jesus threatens to melt altogether, and I roll down the window in defeat. Your hair's got long, Mama observes. I guess so. And school's going fine? Same old, same old. Stand by Your Man comes on the radio. Et tu, Tammy Wynette? They ain't gonna kick you out for missing class, right? I don't want you to get in trouble. I worked it out with my professors. It's just, at Easter you said you couldn't miss. It's fine, Mama. We pull into the driveway, where a gaggle of garden gnomes smile like it's just another day. I don't suppose Cracker Barrel makes morning gnomes. Mama wipes her eyes. Just let me freshen up and we'll scoot. The back of her hand is black. I never realized Mama wore mascara until just now when, without the ink, her little red eyelashes poke out like crooked birthday candles from her sparkly blue lids. The sight of it catches me off guard. I'm used to the version of Mama that chops wood for the winter and harangues the cable company until they start looking for Jesus in the fine print. When she returns from the bathroom, her lashes are black again. You ready? I ask. No, she admits. But I heard Pee Wee Dupree's bringing a 15-layer dip, so at least there's that. I thought it was 7 layers. Apparently the other 8 were about to expire. Driving to the church, we talk only of finger foods. Delilah Fisher Trapper's pimento cheese bites. Trumpet Williams pot stickers. Sometimes it's easier to discuss the pig in the blanket than the elephant in the room. The Ziploc shrugs and sags in Mama's arms as we walk inside. Across the street, sniffing for snow, a raccoon makes his way into the forest. The eulogies run long. Damn near everybody in Critter County has waxed poetic about Daddy's bravery, his affinity for pork rinds, and the weird mole on the back of his neck. But there are still a few toothless stragglers who want their turn at the podium. Pageant of rascals, they talk until well after midnight. Mama and I are fast asleep when Mrs. Heller, the mildewing librarian, jostles us awake with an illustrated history of the volunteer state. I thought y'all ought to have this, she offers. The blue of her glasses picks up the blue of her hair. Pink lipstick cracks along her lips. And is that a brooch or a belt buckle pinned to her sweater? Despite being somewhere north of 90, Mrs. Heller still does puppet shows every Wednesday with the local kindergartners, especially the rowdy ones who are determined not to learn to read. She ladles the book into my hands. Earl used to check